nhớ rồi chỗ là chỉ cái tí này cho rất là nó có giờ chỉnh cú vang có giờ từ developer cho lúc chế hồ the Parkway nhà nhau ở tang cho the east side Saint Paul là cái hàng lúc chế nó bé ôi mấy cái hồ affordable housing đó là chỉ là public housing đấy thì mình đã là làm ở đây là affordable housing lúc chế nó tao cái bao luôn là nó chứ ha đòn tàu lúc có hồ bao luôn eco ôi eco tung re nó phiên gì của rất là nhỏ tàu mấy cái đấy mà lo mua cho nhà cứ tuần này ở nhà lì nó cho lo mua phái để lo lúc chế nó để chỉ bút từng cái chế trang bé cho phèn bồn để yêu từ nhà lì là để chỉ bút từng cái chế trang chỉ cho phèn bồn là cho phèn bồn để lúc nó để cho phèn bồn này mà lúc chế để này cho hông ở tao cha nếu mua cái là cho mấy cho lúc phải cứ nhau cho hộp băng lúc chế cho hi to xí để chỉ ta chôn được rộng lại cho hông đã bé hông cho bé hông bự cầu gì hông cho cửa ó hông bự để lo cho ý hông bự mà lúc chế nó để mua cầu hông nè để bây giờ ta public base voucher nó để cho nó để section gì approve down là để cho ta mới mua certificate hát chỉ mua rồi giờ ta mới qualify section gì để mới nó là lại nè họ lúc cho nó để lúc chế tăng thọ để hiện tại tao section gì tăng thọ này nữa mà để ta mới mua section gì voucher mình thấy tao chế nhau được khó là ta mới mua section gì voucher mới sang nó mua nhau nó là hiện qualify tăng thọ này để mới chơi thế để mới phải thế được khó hát sư để section gì là mà thế cho xịn là cho sáng đó là ha nó mà biết ô mà lúc họ pha mấy ô luôn mong cho rất là đau ô luôn mong cho chị ha biết cho là sự cái này cho mong là cho lừa hại tới này để mà như sáng cô hôm nay số lên số tư ya ta lên từ cho thà chế nhỏ sáng nhỏ lúc chế chắc khi mua theo cho lúc phải cứ số so nhỏ tôi không có là chỉ muốn lên từ lúc một nhà chỉ muốn từ lúc một lâu tên đó mua section gì tên đó nó là những hụt to rồi mà bây một tuần này họ được lo lệ ya ta mẹ cho chỉ hụt to là gian đại to cho tỷ chân tỷ lúc chế nó đa nhưng mà ítตัวhọ được nó hồ sơ nó để to để những bao nhiêu application có đaแต่พอมันหนึ่งชั่วใช่ไหมตอนนี้เลยจ้าโดนเลยจ้าใช่ไหม qualify เลยจ้าแต่พอยังพอมันหนึ่งย่อพอแต่ชั่วชีเป้าหรือไม่กล้าจนจะยกเก็บเป้าเลยยังไม่หูตัวกูนะมั้งแล้วกูหากูอยากเจ๋งกูว่างสุดตรงอยากเจ้าชีปลอกอยู่อีเจ้าหางสุดเจ้าชีปลอกอยู่อีเจ้าหางสุดรู้เจอยังของบ้านเราหมดต่อแต่ไปจะน่าจะกินนี่จ้าซื้อไม่ยิ่งไม่ตัวซอสักเลยนะมั้งว่าจำละ
Can we get a big ER back? Okay.
ER.
Come on in.
Good afternoon, everyone. Since we're hardy Minnesotans, and since we've been here for 40 plus years, having it outside is on this balmy 18-degree days is great. So. Good afternoon, Honorable Mayor, members of the St. Paul City Council, state legislators, Ramsey County Commissioners, community leaders, project partners, neighbors, and friends. Welcome to the grand opening of the Parkway. This is a combination of 20 years of hard work. I started pursuing affordable housing after a breakfast with Archie Gibbons. And for those of you that know Archie, he's a legend in affordable housing in the Twin Cities. Never did I imagine that it would take me 20 years though, but it has. It's taken so long that, believe it or not, when I started, I was skinnier, better looking, if you can imagine that, and I had a little bit more hair. In fact, when I started, Councilmember Prince was a legislative aide for that Councilmember Jay Beninoff, and Senator Fong was still translating Chinese drama into Hmong. So, I mean, that's how long it's been. However long it takes, though, we're all very, very proud of the Parkway. A 60-unit, family-friendly, affordable housing development that is greatly needed in today's world. 33 units of 3 bedrooms, 18 units of 2 bedrooms, developed specifically to meet the needs of the growing families and a diverse community. A diverse community like St. Paul needs a pool of diverse developers who has an intimate understanding of how a family live to be able to develop housing that is appropriate for their community. JB Vang is glad to provide these types of nuanced understanding in affordable housing development. You can see this in the Parkway. We have a large community room maker space for birthdays, family gatherings, children's activity. We have free Wi-Fi in the community room for the kids to do homework, for parents to do job searches. Large pantries and in the storage areas of the units for bulk purchases, which is what large families do is buy in bulk. And other small but very thoughtful design features that may not be noticeable to the average person, but to a large family, it is very noticeable. However, a project of this size could not have gotten done without so many champions, both from the policy side and from the staff side. I want to take a couple of minutes to extend a warm, heartfelt thank you and warm appreciation to the project partners such as the City of St. Paul City Council, St. Paul HRA, St. Paul PED, specifically Dr. Bruce Corey, Nicole Goodman, Kayla Shookman, which we just lost, and Dan Baer. City Council member Jane Prince's office, and specifically Stephanie Haar for all your hard work. District 2 Community Council, as well as the late Mr. Chuck Repke, who's been a champion of housing on the east side here. We appreciate everything he's done. Allianz Life and R4 Capital, NDC Corporate Equity Fund, St. Paul Public Housing for the project-based voucher, Met Council, the Landing Group and Hayes Gibson, Urban Works, Griner Construction for pulling this in under 12 months. Michael Tsev for your patience and all the ups and downs that we went through. And the JB Vang staff, specifically Justin Fincher, our VP of Development, for all your hard work. All of you today honor us with your attendance. We would like to recognize a couple of leaders that are here. Your leaderships are important to us. State Senator Fong He, a true champion to the east side. Commissioner Rafael Ortega from Ramsey County, we appreciate you being here. Former State Senator Tim Mahoney. Sorry, former Representative Tim Mahoney. Former Representative Sheldon Johnson also, we appreciate it. City Council member Jane Prince. Dai Tao. And from Nelsie's office, the legislative aide. We appreciate you being here. Community leaders, Mr. Neng Xiong from the President of the Hmong 18 Council. Mr. Van Lee Tall, former president of Tall United of Minnesota. And a warm, hearty welcome to Mindset Tall, President and CEO of Hmong American Partnership. We appreciate you moving up here to join us. A sincere thank you to everyone. We hope that the next project will not take another 20 years. God, I hope. And I look forward to working with the city, the county, and state to develop more community-sensitive, family-friendly, affordable housing projects in the future. Next, I would like to introduce to you the most dynamic leader of our city I've seen in the 30 years I've been up here, the Honorable Mayor Melvin Carter.
Good afternoon. It's good to see you out here on this chilly, balmy afternoon, and I appreciate all of you coming out here. This is an exciting moment for us. It's an important moment for us on so many levels. We're always excited to do a grand opening of anything somebody's building in St. Paul, and we're always appreciative for people who invest in our community, especially those who invest over and over and over again over a long course of time in our community. Right now, it's especially a good time to build housing. It's especially an important time to build housing. We know how critical our housing goals are. We know how critical the housing crisis that we face are right now. And I'll tell you, we also know how many people in our community who try to tell us that something like this is impossible, who try to tell us that our goals for growth, economic growth, and development in our community have to be at odds with our growth for equity and creating opportunities for families of color. You said things that only bigger families will notice. Well, my wife and I and our 4 school-age children, we know how important it is that we have not just housing, but 3-bedroom units in our city. And to be able to say, we're going to put this number of 3-bedroom units, this number of bigger units available for bigger houses available in our community is really important. To be able to think through the details, like not just underground parking, but just the bike locks and the fix-it station and things like that our families are looking for that can help families to live with dignity in our community without having to incur the high costs of car ownership is really, really critical. I'll tell you this. On occasion, especially throughout the course of this pandemic that has taken us over these last couple of years, I hear somebody say, we're trying to get back to the city we used to be. And every time I hear somebody say that, I think that's the wrong direction. We're trying to build a city we've never had before. We're trying to build this diverse, equitable, international, intercultural type of community. And I'll tell you, people like you are helping us to get there. Projects like this is exciting. It's helping our families to have a safe, stable place to live with dignity as they pursue their dreams or their schooling or building their business or whatever it is that we're doing as a family. So it's exciting to be here. I appreciate your investment in our community. I appreciate all of you. One of the things that we know is how critical partnership is. I told a group of folks this morning that I think every mayor in the world probably wakes up every morning, especially during the pandemic, frustrated by all the ambitions we have for our communities, that even as mayor, you don't get a magic wand to just wave and make happen. So thank you for your partnership. Thank you for everybody who had a part of this. Thank you specifically to the city staff who were a part of this, because our city staff, I know I speak on behalf of Councilmember Tao and Councilmember Prince when I say that our city staff do just such incredible work to help make sure that projects like this are available for our community. Please. With that, thank you very much. We're excited to cut the ribbon today.
I'm honored to introduce to you a true friend of mine, but more importantly, a true friend of the East Side of St. Paul. Without her support and willingness to ask the hard questions, we would not be celebrating today. A champion of the East Side, as well as our diverse community, Councilmember Jane Prince.
Thank you so much, Qhib. And I had all those thank yous on my list, so I want to reiterate them. All of our electeds who are here, our staff, and I wanted to first invite my colleague Dai Tao to see if he would like to say a few words, because in addition to this being a big day for the East Side, it's a big day, obviously, for the Hmong community. So,
thank you, Councilmember Prince. Thank you, Mayor. I just really want to thank everybody for being out here, and this is a transformative moment. We've always talked about Hmong business, Hmong leaders coming together to work for the community, and this is an example of it. It's so inclusive. The mayor talked about 3-bedroom apartments. That's what we need in St. Paul, because we got lots of family here that need the type of appropriate housing. And so I want to thank you all for being here. To spread the words. St. Paul is ready to build houses, so call us and we'll get to work for you. Thank you.
thank you, Councilmember Tao. When Qhib said it's taken a long time, it's been a long time even for me, because I got a call from Michael Tao. Michael, where are you? I got a call from Michael when I was a new council member in 2016, and he said, I have some land on the east side, it's in a good location, and I want to build housing for families. It was his vision that this site, in the heart of the east side, it really is very centrally located, would serve our diverse multicultural neighborhood of families. And what better view to give to the road than a really nice, secure, safe playground. It looks fabulous. So that was 2016, and Qhib and Michael and Justin know better than anybody that we kind of overcame a number of different obstacles. And we just kept doing it. Everybody just kept, and the city staff kept figuring out how to make it work. Dr. Corey, I tell you, we wouldn't be here today without you. So I am grateful for that. And what I want to say is, in those years and at every opportunity, Michael said and Qhib said, yeah, we'd love to take those project-based vouchers to make it deeply affordable for people that can live here. And then, opening up, they've made the entire building Section 8 eligible. So the range of incomes that can live in this building are from very, very low up to 60% of area median income. We're very proud of that. Parkway Apartment, as the mayor said, is what our east side and our city needs. What Michael Tao and J.B. Vang have created is a model of beautiful, high-quality, family-sized, affordable housing. And what we like to say on the east side is, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Our final remarks, I'd like to have Senator Fong He come up here. And there are many times when we're going through the funding process where we call the senator and have him put a couple of calls in to some of the staffs and the elected officials to kind of help nudge them along. So we appreciate the support, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. And Councilwoman Jane Prince, thank you for welcoming everybody and welcome all to the east side where the sun comes first. Actually, we're a degree warmer than the other part of St. Paul. So, you know, I wasn't expecting speaking. I'm a person that holds the background stronger than the foreground. So when Michael Tao called me, I said, "What do you want me to say?" I just stay with the mayor and the city council. But Michael said, "Why don't you talk about us?" Me and Michael grew up together in a tough time in a refugee camp, and we did have a home in the highland of Laos. Although our home was simple, primitive, but we love each other, care for each other, and we protect that area to the best of our ability. And many of our people lost their lives. And then we met each other in the refugee camp. Michael and I was children in the refugee camp, and you know, we came a long way. Michael, we came a long way. We had home, we lost home. We came here without empty hand. You become an entrepreneur. So as JB, realty owner Qhib, and we not just live on home or rent a home or own home now. We built home for people to live. Affordable housing. And it's important for affordable housing because it will tailor the next generation, playground for people, playground for children. It help our next generation to grow wealth in the city of St. Paul. And last, I want to also thank my former two colleagues, Representative Sheldon Johnson and Representative Tim Mahoney, for being here as well. So, like Qhib said, you know, at the beginning, I was skeptical about this project too, when Michael Tao, but Michael said, "Senator, all we need you to is to make a few phone calls sometime." And that's what I did. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. And since being here, we have Hmong TV here. I'm going to reiterate a few words in Hmong. 我轉到佢上一次都講錄製聽我也依靠正經常嚟做俾正你夢嚟個下亂結到做錄啲錄場我俾節目但記得是我俾記到啲樣嚟我記得要俾錄網錄製是俾正係記錄網錄製就說真樣我轉到做高灣 JB 有其他這玩意咁咩有一段到頭咗我正有麼到考做樣份地依個做幾萬名做論做成台要拗個做幾萬名做俾夢用下面正冇路好盼我就路我可能俾有一下那個冇路下到俾有一下那個冇轉場部隊才俾有一下那個考地等期專業保障了俾人要駕到但是我俾要做長頭能夠意了就俾路堅持地頭幾專業保障了俾路幫手要做到上來長頭能夠意下路長頭能夠俾上來要駕到路幫到我給完民做路對路程咯我轉到
Thank you everybody for the kind words. At this time, we will do the ribbon cutting. We will invite Mayor Carter and Councilmember Prince to do the honors. All the project partners and anyone else that wants to join in the picture, just feel free to do as well.
身體ตุนหนึ่งตัวไทยวิดีโอก็ต่อในเต็งคืนในตัวนี้คือเจียเรากูมาเปิดสื่อตัวเตียนอนจงปูตัวนี้สื่อลีอีในแต่ละปั๊บเปิดในคือตีเนี่ยสารนอเชียไปจอในหมวดตรงชลาเราอยากแต่ในเขามั่วกินเราเกี่ยวสื่อลีเนี่ยเทียจีว่าเ kế rong xia rồi mình tu mình nhua cần đâu cần được tàu thì giờ câu vào tàu rồi giờ mình tu mình nhua họ vào kế rong xia rồi nè thiết gì rồi giờ hai tiền này nè nè gì tụi nâng mua mình mỏ giờ tàu là nên sao với ra đàn nâng cái tụi nâng tua rõ interview nô nữa bây giờ luôn nâng giờ tàu là rồi này tụi mình tu mình nhua tàu xe là tàu thế thì giờ rồi nó cũng như một phần sự của tàu nó bao được trong mong như là hồi nọ thế đâu là còn chỉ là xây giờ theo một tu một xài một chống một còนี่ว่าที่ลูกพอดีล่อเรากูยิ่งว่าเป็นสิ่งตัวแท้ตัวตัวเนี่ยไอ้ข้อเกิดยอดเดียไปหอมว่าจะเช่นจะเจตัวจอรุ่นเดียเต้นเราเจละไอ้เนี่ยสาวไทยเกาะเต่ายี่ข้อเก่งคือถอดในรุ่นถึงงั้นเราจะเจียนตลอดกูไทยเดียโรงเรียนเราป้าเทียไอ้ข้อเกิดเทียยอดเดียไปหอมว่าลามันหลวงงั้นเราในสาวกับกูไอ้ข้อไอ้ว่าไทยป้าตัวเนี่ยสิ่งที่ไปจะลาหลวงเรากูยิ่งว่าเป็นสื่อว่าเต่าวิดีโอเนี่ยเราจอดเติร์ป้าตัวไปจงมุ่งยันลงเราเทียอย่างในเรื่องที่เขาสาวเต่าแต่อยากกี่ป้าโรงเรียนเราล่ะในส่งดาวตัวเรากูตัวอีเมลย้อนเราขอในปอเราเทียในหูตัวสต้องย้อนเราขอในปอเราไอ้กูโซเชียลอยู่เต้ตรงนี้เท่ากับแบบเคลียร์เราเนี่ยเดียอยู่ในจากกูที่ตัวป้าตัวที่ที่ยาจัวตัวก็ขอกันเฉยเทียบขอก็ซาตัว